Dear students, today we will have a new grammar lesson. Today's lesson is the comparison between past simple tense and past progressive tense. Let's revise on the past simple tense. Past simple tense is the tense in which an action happened in the past and ended up. Okay, there's no influence for this action on our time being. We have some keywords of the past simple tense, which are yesterday, ago, last. And in the past simple tense, we have two forms or two kinds of verbs. We have the regular past simple tense and the irregular past simple tense. In the past simple tense regular form, we just add ed or ied to the verb or d. But in the irregular form, we just change in the verb or keep it as it is. We have a list of different verbs listed in our booklet, grammar booklet, that you should have studied before for the past irregular tense. And today, we will compare the past simple tense to the past progressive. The past progressive, as we said before, that it's a past event or a past action that happened in a specified time in the past, a certain time in the past. And you will find something that indicates that it happened in a certain time in the past. And from the keywords of the past simple tense, we have the word all, like all day, all night, all morning, all evening, all week. Okay, we have the word at 8 o'clock. For example, yesterday at 8 o'clock, last week on Sunday. It's a specified time. Okay, and we have the two important keywords, which are while and when. And we have discussed before when we should use when and when we should use while, or what comes after when and what comes after while. In the past progressive tense, when we use while, it should be followed by a past progressive tense, and the verb in the second sentence should be in the past simple tense. But with when, we should follow when with a past simple tense, and in the second sentence, it should be in the past progressive tense. How could we form the past progressive? We put the verb to be in the past simple tense, which is was or were, plus the verb plus ing. Okay, guys, so now we will apply. We will open our booklets on page 26, grammar booklets on page 26. Okay. Let's start with the first question. Put the verbs in the brackets into the correct form of the past simple or past progressive. Number one, it, between brackets, rain heavily all day yesterday. Here we have a specified time in the past, so the verb should be in the past progressive. Was raining. Number two, what, between two brackets, you do at 6 o'clock yesterday. Here, guys, we have a specified time in the past, which is 6 o'clock yesterday, and we have to put it in the question form, the past progressive in the question form. How could we form it? This way. What, where, you doing at 6 o'clock yesterday. Number three, we have here a yes or no question form. Let's read the sentence. I tell, between brackets, you what happened to me last Sunday. Okay, guys, the first part here, I tell you what happened to me last Sunday, I'm sorry. Here we don't have a specified time in the past. It's just simple, past simple, last Sunday. So this means that we will put the question in the past simple tense. So the question in the yes or no question in the past simple tense should be, did I tell you what happened last Sunday? Okay. Number 4, while Ruby crossed the street, she fall. Okay, here we have the word while, and after while it should be followed by a past progressive. So it will be was crossing the street, and the second sentence should be in the past simple tense. She fell. When my father, number 5, I'm sorry. When my father come home, comma, my brother, between brackets, fix the washing machine. So it should be followed, the word when should be followed by past simple tense. When my father came home, my brother, the second sentence should be in the past progressive. So my brother was fixing the washing machine. Number 6, when it, between brackets, start to rain, the children, between brackets, try to make a sand castle. After when comes the past simple. So it should be started, and the second sentence should be were trying. Number 7, when Fred hear somebody calling his name, he feed the dog. When should be followed by past simple. So it's heard, and the second sentence should be in the past progressive, which is was feeding the dog. Number 8, while he, between brackets, ride his bicycle, he lose his balance and fall to the ground. After a while comes a past progressive, so it was riding. The second sentence should be in the past simple. So it's he lost his balance and fell to the ground. Number 9, when James opened his eyes, his mom cooked in the kitchen. After when comes past simple. Opened his eyes, his mom, the second verb should be past progressive, was cooking. Number 10, when Tom come home from work, I talk on the phone. When should be followed by past simple. Tom came home from work. I, the second verb should be past progressive, was talking. Number 11, when Peter arrived, I do my homework. After when comes past simple. When Peter arrived, I, second verb, past progressive, was doing. Number 12, while we go to the club, we see a car accident. After while comes past progressive. While we were going to the club, we saw a car accident. Number 13, while they sleep, they hear a big noise. After while, past progressive, were sleeping. Second verb, past simple, heard. Number 14, when I phone Sarah, she celebrate her birthday party. After when comes past simple. I phoned Sarah. Second verb, past progressive, was celebrating. Number 15, when the guests arrive, the chef cook a delicious meal. After when, past simple, arrived, and then past progressive, the chef was cooking. Number 16, when the postman arrived, my father have a shower. After when comes past simple. When the postman arrived, the second verb is past progressive, was having. Number 17, it's a question. What you do yesterday? Here, yesterday, guys, is past simple tense because we don't have a specific time in the past. So the question form in the past simple tense should be, what did you do yesterday? The answer, yesterday at 6 o'clock, here we have a specified time in the past, I was visiting my aunt. Number 18, when the phone rang, my grandmother squeezed some oranges. When is followed by a past simple tense verb. So when the phone rang, my grandmother was squeezing. Number 19, Helen missed her bus because she played with her friends. Helen missed her bus because she was playing with her friends. The thieves, number 20, the thieves break into the house yesterday in the evening. So it should be the thieves broke into the house yesterday in the evening. We don't have here a specific time. Number 21, the children plant a tree 2 days in the morning. The children planted a tree 2 days in the morning, like from 2 days. But when exactly, it's not mentioned. So that's why it's past simple tense. Let's turn to question B. Correct the mistake. Number 1, while the child talked, his friend interrupted him. Was talking. Here, guys, the mistake is in the verb talked. It should be was talking. Number 2, Nancy drank a glass of water at 11 o'clock this evening. Okay, here we have a specific time in the past. So this means that it should be was drinking, not drank. Number 3, while Ellie was watching her favorite show, the door was knocking. Here, guys, we have while. It should be followed by past progressive, and the second verb should be in the past simple. Instead of was knocking, it should be knocked. Number 4, when the dog was barking, he was seeing the thief. Here, guys, when should be followed by past simple tense. So it should be when the dog barked, he was seeing the thief. Number 5, while we were watching a movie, the electricity was going out. Here the mistake is was going out. It should be went out. Why? Because the second verb with while should be in the past simple tense. Number 6, while my sister was preparing to leave, the taxi was arriving. Here we have the mistake here, was arriving, because it should be arrived. Second verb with while. Okay, guys, let's start question C. Correct the verbs between brackets. Everybody was listening to the president conference yesterday at 5 o'clock. You should put listen in the past progressive as follows. Was listening. Why? Because we have a specific time in the past simple. So this should be past progressive. Number 2, we play a great match yesterday. Here we just have yesterday. We don't have a specific time. That's why we will choose, the past simple tense. We played. Number 3, he met a lot of friendly people a week ago. Here we don't have a specific time, so it should be he met. Number 4, when they leave the museum, the sun shine. After when comes past simple. When they left the museum, the sun, past progressive, was shining. Number 5, while the students play cards, the teacher come in. After while comes past progressive, were playing, and the second verb in the past simple, came. Number 6, when it started to rain, she watered the flowers in her garden. After when past simple started, second verb past progressive, was watering. Number 7, while he talked to his friend, he heard a loud bang. After while comes past progressive, was talking to his friends, and the second verb past simple, he heard a loud bang. Question D. Underline the time expressions, then correct the verbs between brackets. Number 1, last year we traveled to Germany on holiday. Where is the time expression here, or the key word? Last year. Let's highlight it. And the verb is travel. It should be traveled, because this is past simple tense. Number 2, Anna drank tea at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So the key word should be at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. This is a key word for the past progressive, and the verb was drinking. Number 3, Sam cleaned the house all day yesterday. The key word, all day yesterday, and the verb should be was cleaning. Why? Because all is a key word of the past progressive. Here we have a question. What you do yesterday at 6 p.m. a.m. I'm sorry. Here we have a specific time, yesterday at 6 a.m. So it should be a question in the past progressive. What were you doing yesterday at 6 a.m.? And the last question. E, underline the correct item. Emma had or was having a barbecue at her house last Sunday. This is past simple tense, so it should be had. Number 2, while Dylan was talking or talked on the phone, Claire was cooking or cooked dinner. After while comes past progressive, was talking. Second verb, was cooking dinner. Why have we put here past progressive in both tenses? Because here, guys, if you understand the meaning of the sentence, here the two actions were happening at the same time. Dylan was talking on the phone and Claire was cooking dinner. In this case, we put both verbs in the past progressive. Number 3, James was working or worked in his garden all day yesterday. Here, guys, we have the key word all day yesterday as past progressive, so it should be was working. Number 4, when they started or was starting to snow, Keith was walked down the street. Okay, guys, here after when comes the past simple. When it started to snow, second verb past progressive, Keith was walking. Number 5, Picasso painted or was painting beautiful pictures long time ago. Here the tense is past simple tense. We have the word ago. So it should be painted. Number 6, Joe didn't come or wasn't coming to work yesterday. Yesterday is a keyword of the past simple tense. So the answer should be come. Didn't come is the negative of the past simple tense. Thank you for listening to today's video, guys, and I hope you enjoy it and understand what I have explained to you. See you.